Hello YouTube, my name is Travis. My friends call me Trap. And for the last 5 to 6 years I've been taking care of my dad, who was diagnosed with Alzheimer's. And to say it's been hard is an understatement. To give you a little background on myself, I was an LPN. I graduated LPN school in 1995. So I worked off and on in the nursing field for a good while, and I worked on a couple of Alzheimer's units. And I guess the biggest difference between working with someone and having someone at home, as if you have someone at home, you don't get a break. You don't get to go home. You don't get to go to sleep and sleep through the night. You just don't get a break. So that to me, that was the biggest difference between taking care of someone at home and working in a facility. And what I want to do with this channel is I want to make you understand how Alzheimer's works, how to take care of someone with Alzheimer's, let you see how it affects someone with Alzheimer's. We're going to talk about if you have to put someone in a facility, what you need to watch for, what you need to do. I'm going to talk to you about the way how you can help them with their meals, with snacks, with medicines, with taking their medicines, with doctor's visits. We're going to try to cover the gauntlet, and I'm not going to try to cover it all in one video. I'm going to try to break it down, maybe like 3 videos a week. And I actually got permission from my dad to do this about a year ago, before he was really, where he really couldn't really understand what's going on. And I asked him, would it be okay if we done something like this? And he said absolutely. But I just put it off. But about 3 to 4 weeks ago, he came down with bronchitis. And maybe 2 o'clock in the afternoon, he started getting sick. Well, he was up all night long, more confused by the minute. So when the morning time came, I called the doctor. I said, look, I need to bring him in. So we went in to see the doctor. Of course, they gave him stuff for bronchitis. They gave me a medication to give him for his anxiety, especially in the afternoons. And again, we'll talk about that, the sundowners. I know some of you that have people at home right now, you understand what sundowners mean. But anyway, so I bring him home from the doctor. He still doesn't go to sleep. He's up until about 7, 8 o'clock that night, and then he goes to bed, and he slept for, I would say, through the night and most of the next day. He got up. He has never been the same since. His confusion, where it was maybe on a 2 or 3 scale, it's up around 9 or 10 now. He's walking funny. Of course, his speech is affected. There's a lot of things affected. And matter of fact, let me tell you, the dementia that he has is called dementia with Lewy bodies. And from what, I guess the short that I got from the doctor, and I need to do a lot more research on this, but it affects you. It's Alzheimer's with a little bit of Parkinson's. So it's not a good one, so it's affecting his walk. He's, he shuffles his feet. And again, we'll get into all of that on the next video. I want to kind of make this short, because I know you guys don't know who I am, and maybe you can get through this. But that's what we're going to do. We're going to, hopefully we can become a family on here, and we can talk to each other. And if we get enough people, watching and there's an interest in the channel, then I would like to do a live maybe once a week, and we can y'all can ask me questions, and we can ask each other questions, and hopefully we can learn and get through this together. But I just want to tell you one thing: is don't go through this alone. Man, you can feel like you're out on an island sometime, and there's no one around you that cares. But here's the thing: a lot of times they do care. I mean, they really do care, but they don't know how to handle it. they don't know how to come into the house and see someone that they have known for 73 years. I mean, I say 73 years. My dad's 73 years old. Let's just say, anyway, they know, but they don't know how to take it. It's so upsetting to them to see their loved one in this condition. And a lot of people think you can fix it. A lot of people think, well, if we could just get him to the right doctor, or if we could just get him on the right medicine, and right now Alzheimer's it's a hard one to treat. And so I think that's a lot of times why loved ones stay away, is because, and I don't mean this in a bad way, but they don't want to accept the fact that, yes, my dad, my mom, my uncle, my sister, my brother has got this disease, and everything else is healthy but his mind. And I'm telling you, the first time they look at you and they don't remember who you are, it hurts. I mean, I'll never forget. I was at a place eating, and I came back from getting my dad a refill, and he looked at me and he said, "Hey, do you know where Travis is at?" And of course, I'm Travis, and man, I felt weak in the knees. I had to sit down, and I told him, "Hey, look, I'm Travis. You remember me, Dad?" And he said, "Oh yeah. I knew it was you." So anyway, like I said, don't be so hard on your family, because I promise you, they care. You know what I mean? They just, it's hard to deal with. It's tough. I mean, I have never, I've been a nurse since 1995, like I said, but I've never, I think the longest I ever worked in one place was about 2.5 to 3 years at the most. And I would get so burnt out, I would go do something else. Everybody would ask me, "Why don't you go back and get your RN?" I had no desire to do it. I would go do something else, and then I would come back to nursing, and then But I think that God maybe, I found nursing school just for what I'm doing right now, just so I could help my dad. Anyway, I really hope this channel can help someone, because I promise you, just sitting here talking for the last 7 minutes, I feel better. I'm fixing to go back in there, check on my dad, and get ready for bedtime, which, anybody knows bedtime can be either easy or there just ain't no bedtime. So anyway, I hope that, like I said, I hope we can learn from each other. All right, thank you.